Hello, this is my Scrum Masters Elite_UK, providing insights, analysis, and detailed evaluations of rugby. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my latest analyses.
I can't help but empathize with Ardie Savea's situation, dealing with immense pressure from the public and media after Scott Robertson left the team. Savea, named the World Player of the Year 2023, is one of the brightest stars in international rugby today. However, he found himself caught in a story that he didn't create, and that's truly unfair. Savea has been wrongly seen as the culprit behind Robertson's departure from the All Blacks, when in reality, he was just a player expressing his personal views in a private meeting. This, in my opinion, is not only unjust, but also completely misrepresents the core of the issue in sports, especially in a national team like the All Blacks. Every player should have the right to voice their opinion, especially when they are the ones living and contributing to the team. It's well known that a strong team is not only about the player's skills, but also about unity and team spirit. As Tuipulotu and Taylor have shared, Ardie Savea was simply expressing his thoughts during a meeting about the team's composition and coaching staff. The fact that this private conversation was leaked and turned into public criticism is something that shouldn't have happened. In my view, one of the most important factors every team needs is respect and fairness towards its members. Ardie Savea is a player who has proven himself through countless exceptional performances and achievements with the All Blacks. For him to be held responsible for decisions made by others, without even being directly involved, is truly unfair. I don't deny that players can have differing opinions, but for one player to become the scapegoat for a decision made by Rugby New Zealand is a serious injustice. It's no small matter that a player of Savea's caliber has to endure public pressure like this. Savea has shown incredible strength in facing these criticisms. According to Tuipulotu, even though the public backlash may have hurt Savea, he will continue to contribute and not let this affect him. This demonstrates a remarkable quality in Savea, resilience and the ability to overcome difficulties, something we can all learn from. Situations like this can affect the team's morale, create unnecessary turmoil, and even undermine the unity of the squad. Certainly, Savea isn't the only player in the team who has expressed opinions about the coach or decisions made by the team, but he is the one who has been criticized the most. This only further disappoints me in how the media sometimes blows things out of proportion and damages the reputation of players who don't deserve it. Looking back at what happened, I can't help but highlight an important point: fairness in handling information. It seems that when a high-profile player like Savea shares his personal views, it immediately becomes a major issue, whereas others in the team might have similar thoughts, but are not given the same attention. This makes me question whether there is an inherent unfairness in how individuals within the team are treated. If Savea were not one of the most prominent players, would he have had to endure such harsh criticism? It makes me wonder whether his fame led people to easily place the blame on him, seeking someone to take responsibility rather than examining the issue from a broader perspective. Additionally, I want to express my support for the views of Tuipulotu and Taylor, two veterans of the All Blacks. They are not only teammates, but also the ones who understand Savea's character and attitude the best. They didn't hesitate to stand up for him, showing their support and respect for him. This proves that in a team, it's not just about fighting on the field, but also about fighting to protect each other in difficult situations. Through this event, I think we need to reconsider how sports teams and professional organizations treat their players, especially when they are criticized. Players are not just athletes, they are human beings with their own emotions and thoughts. Maintaining fairness and mutual respect within the team is essential for a team's strength and long-term unity. I hope that in the future, teams will handle internal issues more fairly, and players like Ardie Savea will no longer have to endure unjust criticism. Personally, I believe it's unfortunate that Ardie Savea was treated unfairly in this situation. While the public will always look for stories to generate attention, we must remember that players, no matter how influential they are still people who have the right to express their opinions and can make mistakes. Instead of criticizing them, we should take a more objective view, respect their contributions, and create a fairer sports environment for everyone.
Thank you. That's all for today's video on my Scrum Masters Elite_UK. Keep following to not miss the next rugby analysis. Click subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet.